Okay, well then, morning, everybody. We will start talking about, now we will continue talking about the lesson that we started with yesterday. Yesterday we talked about direct proportion. So today also we will continue talking about direct proportion. We didn't finish the presentation yesterday, so I will just go through it fast today till we reach the same level that we reached yesterday, and I'm hoping that everybody will be there at that time. Okay, so I will share my screen, and please, if you can see my screen, just send me a thumb up. Here we are. If you can see my screen, thank you, Selena. Tamam. So I will repeat that from the beginning because I'm waiting for the rest of your friends actually to join in. So رح أرجع أعيد شوي. This is what we talked about yesterday. We talked about direct proportion. وقلنا main outcome كان إنه to draw a graph that shows two variables in direct proportion. Okay, and then we will start solving real life graph problems using the functions of a straight line. صح? After that, we said that any two variables that are in direct proportion, they have a relationship. This relationship can be shown on a straight line. This straight line, it passes through the origin. Okay, the general formula for any two variables that are in direct proportion, it's y equals mx. ما رح نقول plus c. وقلنا ما بدنا نقول plus c because simply it passes through the origin. So the y-intercept is the 0 point. The y-intercept رح يكون 0 فما في داعي نكتب بلس سي. تمام؟ وقلنا انه الايكويشن is a straight line using any formula. مجرد ما نطلع الفورمولا that would be easy to find the gradient. الواي intercept احنا بنعرفه which is the 0 point. Okay, and it will be easy to find any of the variables. يعني if they asked for the y لازم يكون معنا الاكس. إذا كان عندنا الاكس they will ask for the y and so on. We went through this example. وقلنا طب teacher, how can we tell these two variables are in direct proportion? We said as one increases, the second should be increasing, or as one decreases, the second also should be decreasing. And if I didn't, for example, buy anything or spend anything or move any distance, that means the second variable, first variable is 0, لازم يكون the second variable is 0. تمام? So that would be in direct proportion. حلينا the first example, okay? And that was direct application on the على direct proportion. حلينا, this is a past paper question. وقلنا how can we find it إذا كانوا they are directly proportional. قال لي ارسمي لي graph. If I want to draw a graph, I need 2 points. لأي straight line لازم يكون عندي 2 points. First point, I got it from this word. اللي قالوا لي إنه it's directly proportional. So that means إنه they passes through the 0 point. The second point we got لما قال لي document of 110 takes 5 minutes. فرحت ل 110 pages, 5 minutes, and I drew the line. And then after that, they will ask me questions about the graph. For example, ممكن يسألوا على gradient, ممكن يسألوا على الفورمولا, ممكن يسألوا على أي شيء بدهم إياه. مثلا in 170 pages, how many minutes to print them, and so on. تمام؟ هلا, we started with this example. We didn't finish it, so I will just repeat this example briefly. Let's say the first part, and then we will continue in details with the second parts. Okay. We're talking about a metal wire. Okay, it costs 6.2 per meter. Okay, I'll draw the cost. Again, if we bought more meters of wire, we will pay more money. If we didn't buy anything, that means we are paying nothing. So that means هدول two variables, they are in direct proportion. بس بسأل حالي هذا السؤال, are they in direct proportion or not? If yes, بس كل اللي لازم أعمله إني أعمل إيش؟ أرسم لي graph. If they were in direct proportion, that means the first point on the line should be the 0 point. This is first. The second point can be, you can get it from the question. بتجيبها من السؤال نفسه. مثلا هون قايلنا إنه 6.2 per meter. يعني 1 meter 6.2 US dollars. بتحط الكوست على الX axis, Y axis, بتحط عليه الكوست. الميترز will be on the horizontal axis. Start labeling your point. أول واحدة حطيتها اللي هي 1 meter 6.2. طيب إذا كانوا 2 meters بده يكونوا double. يكونوا 12.4 3 meters. So it's very important to choose an appropriate scale on your y-axis. طلعوا على ال x-axis احنا شو حطينا؟ حطينا النمبرز 1 2 3 4 5 number of meters. Okay. طيب why did we choose the scale of 6.2 as a jump on the vertical axis? لأنه this is the price. What is the aim of choosing a scale, for example, jumping once وإحنا عنا كل مرة we are jumping 6.2. So I chose a sensible, appropriate scale related to the question. تمام؟ فأول point ممكن تكون 0 points. Second point راح تكون 1 with 6.2. بتقدر ساعتها ترسم الجراف. أو بتقدر to find other points. Okay? For example بتقدر تقول 2 راح يكونوا 12.4. 3 راح يكونوا multiplying 6.2 by 3. 6.2 by 4. كسر لحاله. فشة كتير. انت ليش بتكسر لحالك؟ احنا هون. Okay, and so on. تمام؟ After you draw the graph, بيسألك what is the gradient. The gradient, it's very clear. I have one jump vertically. One jump vertically احنا اتفقنا انه it's 6.2 over the across, which is 1 unit. 6.2 over 1, so the gradient is 6.2. تمام؟ After that, they will ask you to write a formula of the cost. احنا اتفقنا في direct proportion y equals mx. Okay. بدل y شو رح احط؟ cost. هو قال لي the cost in dollars. Okay. A number multiplied by x variable. بدل ال x شو رح نحط؟ m. So 6.2 multiplied by m. نفكر فيها شوي كمان. If we are talking about أنا كل ما بمسك الماوس بفشل. Yeah. Again, if I have 1 meter, 1 multiplied by 6.2. طب 2 meters, 2 multiplied by 6.2. 3 and so on. So they are in direct proportion. من هاي general formula وكتبت الفورمولا في البداية directly. وين الجريدينت؟ هي موجود قدامنا. Okay? طب مس وين ال y intercept؟ ال y intercept is the 0 point. هي 0 point. هي. It intersects with the y axis from the origin. تمام؟ هلا the second part of this question, we already have the graph. It's in front of us. هاي الجراف. احنا already كنا راسمينه في first part. Okay? And let's find the questions. عم بقول لك use the formula to find. First part, cost of 12.5 meters. Direct application على الفورمولا. Cost equals 6.2 multiplied by what? Number of meters. If I have 12.5 meters. Is there anyone who wants to help? في حدا بده يساعد؟ في حدا wants to participate؟ يلا سرسولة. يلا يا سارة.
12.5 times 6.2, which equals to 77.5.
That is right. Okay, so directly يا سارة رح أجي أقول it's 12.5 multiplied by 6.2, so your answer is 77.5 US dollars. Excellent, Sarah. طيب, second part. How many meters you can buy with $200? Now they're asking about the meters. Directly, دايما we go back to the formula and then we apply. مين يساعدني هون? Who wants to help? Come on. 2 participants. We have Jawad. Yes, yeah, Jawad. Come on, Jawad. يلا يا teacher.
Teacher, it's 200 divided by 6.2 equals 32.258.
Is 32.258 and I just rounded to 32.26. That's right, yeah, Jawad. Excellent. Okay, so we have the total cost. Substitute in the formula. Divide both sides by 6.2. And here we are. We just found the number of meters. Excellent, Jawad. Great job. Okay. Another example, we have a packet of 500 sheets of papers that has a mass of 2.5 kilogram. Okay, find the mass in grams of 1 sheet of paper. Who wants to help in this? حبيت الحارة عنا بياك أغاز برا. يلا, who wants to help in this one? يلا يا طه. Come on, طه.
Yes, teacher, good morning.
يلا help me. Morning يا teacher.
Teacher, first thing we are going to divide 500 on 2.5.
Okay, so we will know the cost of 1 kilogram. That's right. وبعدها?
Which will give us 200. Then we are going to multiply it by 1,000. So it will be 200,000 gram. The
Okay,
one sheet.
the one sheet. لا هدول ايش يا طه اللي انت طلعتهم؟ هدول ال1 كيلو. اوكي ركز معي طه. هلا first of all اول حركه عملتها was right بس احنا first of all we start with converting units. okay بس what you did wasn't wrong. هلا قلنا انه 2.5 kilograms okay is 250 ايش grams. okay sorry 2500 grams. We multiplied by 1000 because we are changing from kilogram into gram. لأنه simply in the question يا طه they want you to find how much the weight of one sheet in grams. So directly, whenever you start solving a question, check the question, the unit they want you to write in. Okay? So هذا أول إشي بلاقيه. إنه بطلع units in grams. أنا I'm not dealing with kilograms once إنه أنا I'm talking about grams. I want my answer in grams. فقال لي the mass of one sheet. طيب miss 500 sheet. Okay? أنت بس بلشت معي صح بس بعدين عملت حركة شوي غلط. Okay? So we are talking about the mass in grams. I just changed the 2,500 من kilogram, the 2.5 kilogram حولتهم ل 2,500 grams. هدول هذا الويت ل 500 sheet. طبعا عشان أطلع 1 sheet شو لازم أعمل يا طه؟ إيش divided on إيش؟ راح أعمل 2,500 divided on the 500 عشان أطلع
One sheet, the mass of one sheet in grams.
بتطلع إيش؟ 5
Grams.
grams. أوكي؟ عرفت أنت شو اللي غلطت فيه؟ إنه أنت decided إنه الويت divided on the sheets. عملت الشيتس divided on the weight and that wasn't right. تمام؟ so أنت لخبط. Thank you. يا طه. يلا. Write down the formula of for the mass in grams for the number of sheets. مين يساعدني نكتب formula؟ بدنا الماس in grams and the number of sheets. مين يساعد؟ Two participants. يا رب يكون حدا جديد. هم طه وسارة وأكرم خضري لما بتحمس وجود وسلينا وجواد وسلينا. هم فيش غيرهم. Well, excuse me, and if I keep on choosing the same people because those are the people who are raising their hands. So I'm really sorry. I wish everybody will participate. يلا يا مين بده مين رفع ايده كمان؟ يلا يا سارة.
So M equals 5N.
Okay, so M equals 5N, and that is right. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, here we are. We have this part. They want you to draw the graph to show in grams up to 500 sheets. Now we know that one sheet equals 5 grams. طب 100 sheet will show 500 grams, and then we will start drawing and finding the point. Remember, they are in direct proportion, so they should be passing through the 0, point. Okay, this is how we draw the graph. Who wants to help with the last one? Mia weighs some sheets of papers. The mass is 0.385 kilogram. Okay, مين يساعدني? How can we find the number of sheets? We have the total weight and we need to find the number of sheets. يلا يا رؤى. رؤى. Okay. يلا يا رؤى.
So we're going to start by converting units.
Okay.
And the 0.385 kilograms becomes 385 grams.
That's right.
Then we'll substitute in the formula.
Okay.
بتصير 385 equals 5N. Then we're going to divide on 5.
That's right.
And the N equals 77 papers.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Rua. Excellent. You did a great job. Thank you. Okay. So here we are. One more question. We are talking about Andres has $20 credit on a mobile phone. He exchanged, each text cost 0.5 US dollars. Write down the formula. After sending text of T. Yeah, who wants to participate? سهرة وجواد وطه. يلا يا جواد. Jawad, yes, teacher.
So C equals 0.5 if 0.5
كمل.
times t.
اوكي بس بدي اسالك سؤال. اوكي هلا انت قلت لي the cost equals 0.5 times t. This is the cost of what? The cost of the text messages. بس هدول we have to subtract it from what? From the total credit he has.
So c equals 20 minus t.
Minus?
T.
لا minus 0.5 multiplied by. Okay طلع يا جواد. هلا we have the $20. This is the total credit he has. هو معه credit. تمام. كل مرة هو بيعمل text message we multiply. مثلا one text message يعني minus 0.5. طيب 2 messages يعني minus $1. طيب 3 messages يعني minus $1.5. So each time we are subtracting from the 20 which is the total credit he has. Understood يا جواد?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You did a great job, by the way. طيب, they want you to draw the graph. طيب, if I'm drawing the graph, هذا graph, we have a total cost, we have an amount, a fixed amount, a total credit he has, and each time I am going down. How can I draw that? I will start from the 20, and then I will go down till we finish the total amount of credit he has. Okay? Andres sent 11 texts. How much credit is left? مين يساعدني؟ يلا 11 هو بعت 11 messages. So how much credit? Selena. يلا سيلي.
So we will do 20 minus 0.5 times 11.
Right?
Which equals to 14.5.
Excellent. That's right. 20 minus 5.5, which is 14.5 US dollars. Okay? So, here we have a population of an animal in a wildlife reserve is 8,000 wild animal. Okay? The population is decreasing by 500 each year. Write down the formula. Population decreasing. You have a starting number. Who wants to help? The starting number and it's decreasing. جواد على فكرة it's the same idea. نفس الفكرة بس I'm going through it again. مين يساعدني؟ هي سلينا وجواد وطه. أكرم اليوم ما تحمسش لهلا. فرح يلا فروحة.
Okay, so population equals year 8,000 minus year multiplied by 500.
Excellent. That's right, ya Farruha. That's right. Great job. The 8,000 minus the 500 multiplied by the year. That's right. Okay. And then we can draw the formula starting from the 8,000 and going down each and every year. بعدين بقول لك use the graph to find the population after 4 years. Who wants to help? أصلا بنقدر من الجراف وبنقدر من directly من equation. Once we found the equation نقدر من equation. والله في صبايا جعبالي اسمع صوتهم جعبالي اسمع صوت for example رايا جعبالي اسمع من الشباب ركان يعني I would love you to participate in my class. Yeah. طه جواد فرح سلينا هذول رافعين ايدهم سارة. يلا يا هي كمان سلينا الثانية. هلا رمضنا يلا يا رمضنا تفضل.
So do you want me to do it by the graph or the
من الجراف أو من الفورمولا اللي بدك إياه.
let's can I do the formula?
Yeah.
So 8,000 minus 500 times 4, which is, just a second, please.
Yeah.
6,000.
That's right. That's right. So they are 6,000, or you can simply bravo ya Ramadne. Malu. Or you can go from the graph 4 to 6 بيطلع 6,000 animal. Okay, that's great. How long will it until the population is halved? إيش يعني population is halved؟ يعني ال 8,000 لحديت ما يصيروا لي 4,000. Okay, so مين يساعدني? We need to know how long يعني we're asking about the number of years. Who can help? يلا participants شوف مين فرح يلا فروحة.
Have oh, so it's 6 years.
Okay هلا this is the equation that we've been working on يا فرح. Okay لما بيجي بقول لي population
Yes.
is halved يعني population بدي أحط محلها how many 4,000. Okay
Yes.
يلا ساعديني يا فروحة.
So it's 5.
Can you solve this equation فرح?
Wait. 4,000. It will take 8 years.
It will take 8 years. Excellent يا فرح. So what did I do? I just minus the 8,000 both sides. تمام. فشو صار عندي negative 4,000 equals negative 5 multiplied by y dividing on y if negative 500 both sides فبتطلع y 8 years. Okay. هلا we're done with this part today. I will just stop my share. تمام. Is there any question? في أي question على chapter 18 على direct proportion على الجرافs على الgradient على how can we draw the graph of y equals mx plus c how can we find the gradient in different ways. Is there any question? في عنا أي سؤال يا صبايا يا شباب؟ Yes طه you raised your hand.
No teacher, by mistake.
ولا يهمك يا مس بسيطة. Okay so هلا once in احنا we're done with chapter 18 we're left with the last chapter that we took last year. ضايل عنا بس إشي واحد اللي هو chapter 19. Chapter 19 is very easy. Okay بحكي على scatter diagram stem and leaf graphs how can we compare distributions. Okay so it's very easy. I will start today introducing احنا we're left with 7 minutes almost 7 minutes so I will start by introducing هذا chapter. Okay so let's share let's introduce chapter. وينه أين أنت not this one خليني أرجع. Here we are. My phone. No. Is it this one? No. So no. Just give me a minute. So 19 point. Drawing a frequency diagram. Here we are. Let's give us a second. Yeah. Okay. أعمل share. And yeah. Please, if you can see the screen, just send me a thumb up. 19.1. Interpreting and drawing frequency diagram. Okay, Sarah. Thank you. Noor Diraniya. تمام. Okay. We're just introducing chapter 19. بدنا نحكي شوي. Thank you, Ru'a. Okay, we will start talking about frequency diagram. أرجوك. Here we are. So we're interpreting and drawing frequency diagrams. Hona, we are handling data, talking about data, discussing and interpreting diagrams in general. So what we will do today, we will draw something called frequency diagram and frequency polygon. هذا frequency polygon we draw it for continuous type of data. تمام? Let's see, what do we have? Frequency diagram shows often particular values occurs in a set of data. Okay, one example of a frequency diagram will bar chart. Bar chart is mostly for discrete type of data. They're not for continuous type of data. هلا في عنا two types of data كتير مهمين نحكي عنهم. Either we're talking about discrete type of data or continuous type of data. شو الفرق بيناتهم? I think we already talked about in previous chapters last year. We defined discrete type of data as data that are exact, that comes in specific numbers. Okay, مثلا for example I'm talking about a number of people. ما بينفع أقول مثلا 3 people and a half. I'm talking about specific, for example, kinds of we're talking about votes, we're talking whatever. We have a whole numbers. ما بيكون عندنا lots of fractions. It might contain fractions بس كمان ممكن تكون 0.5 ممكن تكون quarter, ممكن تكون a third, and so on. So discrete type of data, we're talking about whole numbers, we're not talking about fractions. تمام. This kind of data مثلا لما بنحكي على population صعب يكون فيها decimals. Okay. In general, when we want to show discrete type of data, we show it in something we call bar graph. Okay. الbar graph في لهم let's say specifications. How can we draw a bar graph? Few important points. The first point, you know, the bar graph should have bars. هدول البارز they are all with the same width. مثلا أرجوك ارجع. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, here we are. So these bars, they have the same width. Okay, there is equal gaps between these bars. Okay, you write the data or the group under each bar. You give the frequency diagram a title, label the axis. وهذا لازم يكون بأي frequency diagram بالدنيا. Okay, and you should use a sensible scale that is on the vertical axis. Okay, هلا we will go to an example for a bar graph. هذا for example a horizontal bar graph. شو في عنا؟ في عنا title. لازم يكون title. لازم يكون في عنا labeling لل two axis, whether x axis or y axis. لازم ال vertical axis يكون we write the group name under each bar. طلعوا على ال width تبعون ال bars. They are the same width. طلعوا space between the bars. There are spaces between the bars, and we used a sensible scale على ال vertical axis. Clear? طيب, frequency diagram, this shows a discrete type of data. تمام؟ هون for example بقول لك the frequency diagram shows the number of phone calls made by employees in a company in one day. تمام؟ Yeah. And they start asking questions about it. How many employees made 10 to 19 phone calls? Who wants to answer? Yeah. Fast. سلينا محمد. أول حدا رفع إيده. على السريع أنا عم بختار.
8.
Yes, they're 8. هيهم 10 to 19, they are 8 people. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Second question. How many more employees with 13 to 39 phone calls than 0 to 9? يلا, how many 0 to 9 و how many 0 to 30 to 39? 7 participants. أول مرة فيها. بتشجع الشباب والصبايا. يلا. مرح. يلا يا مرح.
30 to 39, 9
participants,
nine,
yes.
Yes. So 9 minus 2 is 7.
Okay, thank you مرح. That's right. 9 phone calls. Bravo. أنا اللي لخبطتك. Yeah, last question. How many employees are there in the company? Explain how did you work it in the company, in the overall. كل الكومباني قديش؟ كأنه جود عطية رافعة إيدها. بطلت؟ ها. Let's see مين عنا. كأني شفت جواد، سارة، سلينا. دقيقة. بدي أشوف فارس بنات. وهي عمر كمان رافع ايده. يلا فارس بنات. How many employee بالcompany?
23.
Okay, how did you find them? Explain.
I added all the frequencies
yes.
of the number of phone calls.
Yeah, that's right. So you added 2 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9 and they are 25. Okay, تمام. Very good. Yeah. Let's go for the second type of data. خلصنا discrete type of data. بدنا نروح على مين؟ على ال continuous type of data. بس رح نحكي على continuous. نعطي example and we're done. Continuous type of data, we have a bar chart. Okay, that is a bit different. بس المهم فيه إنه all the bars they should be the same width, okay? And there are no gaps. شايفين كلمة no gaps? Okay? يعني إشي بيشبه الهيستوغرام أكتر من إنه هو bar chart. There are no gaps between the bars. You can use sensible scale مش بس على الvertical, على الvertical axis وعلى الhorizontal axis. Okay? And you give the frequency diagram a title and you have to label your axis. هدول لازم يكونوا موجودين. كمان على الvertical axis you have to use a sensible scale. تمام؟ طلعوا كيف شكله اختلف؟ It's a bit different now. Okay, what do we have? We have continuous type of data. Remember, with continuous type of data, we don't have gaps. لأنه إحنا we have decimals. عشان هيك اسمها أصلاً continuous. Okay? Under each, beside each label axis, you have to label it. بدنا title. هذا إشي ضروري. No gaps. بس المهم إنه bars they are with the same width. And they will ask questions. Yeah. Let's see what kind of questions they may ask. Frequency diagram shows masses. Okay. Type continuous data. What kind of data? قلنا continuous data. We have data that contains decimals. Okay. A lot of decimals. كمان it includes all the measurements. كتير مهم تعرفوا إنه continuous data أي إشي measurements, mass, capacity, length, height, weight, anything related to measurements. Okay, لازم يكون continuous type of data. تمام? Yeah. Who wants to answer the first question? How many items weigh 600 to 800 gram? يلا مين is 6 participants? How many? فرحان عمر يلا عمر. 600 to 800. So how many?
13.
That's right. They are 13. برافو يا عمر. بطل يشتغل presentation. 13. يلا. What was the least common mass of items posted? Least. مين least common؟ يعني least frequent. في ناس تانيين. في أسماء أخرى. سيلينا مش محمد. سيلينا الثانية.
200 to 400, which is 8.
Yes, 200 to 400, which was 8. That's right. Huh? That's right. Okay. How many fewer items were posted that weighed من 0 to 200 than 400 to 600? 0 to than 600 to 400. How many fewer? قول يا طه. طه. يلا يا تيتشر. يلا
teacher 12 we will make 12 no 13 minus 12 which will the answer give us 1.
Okay, so هي على فكرة مش هي من 400 ل 600. شفت أنت يا teacher 400 ل 600 وين هي مش هي 17 يا ماما. Minus the 12 and that would be 5. عملت ال 600 لل 800 هي 400 لل 600. Understood طه?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. How many items were posted all together? Explain your answer. All together. كل ال posted. كلهم. شوف مين. فروحة. يلا يا فرح. How many posted all together?
So 12 plus 8, it's 20. 17 plus 13, it's 42.
So how many all together?
42. Oh.
ونسيتي ال 8. ونسيتي.
Oh.
So they are 50.
Yes.
Thank you very much يا فرح. Excellent. Okay. هلا قبل ما نبلش بالفريكونسي بوليجون احنا بس حكينا على الفريكونسي دايجرام. قبل ما نبلش باي شيء ثاني. Okay, and I will stop here and then we will continue tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. I stop the share. Any question about continuous and discrete type of data? What we've just talked about. عمر أحمد لسه رافع إيده. Miss, do you have any question? No? Thank you. This class is ended and have a nice day. Thank you, teacher. See you tomorrow.